Wyclef Jean, BKS1 Radio. Let's go.
This is Essence Atkins, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Hi, this is Melba Moore, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
Yo, check it out. What's the deal? This the chef. Giving a big shout out to my peoples. Big KS, you already know what it is. Salute.
What's up? It's your girl Monifa, and I'm hanging with BKS1 Radio.
Hi, I'm Iyanla Van Zandt, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
BKS Radio, baby.
Hey, this is Jasmine Guy for BKS1 Radio.
What's going on? This is Lamont Rooker, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Shout out to BKS1, the best kept damn secret in the business.
Hey, what's up? This is Raven Goodwin from BET's Being Mary Jane, and shout out to BKS1.
Hi, this is Leon, and you're watching BKS1 Radio.
BKS1. God bless y'all.
Hey, welcome to BKS1 Radio, the Our Show. It is your girl, Latoya Chanel, and I am missing my bestie, Miss Queen B, but she will be back, she'll be back in service. I'm going to say in service. She'll be back in service when she gets everything together, but I am here with one of my other besties. I am here with Fat Lace, everybody. Let's go on ahead and clap him up.
What up?
How you doing today?
I'm cool. I'm here. It's a special day.
It is a special day, and so you know what we're going to be talking about this week?
Love.
Love.
I hear Keisha Cole in the background.
Me too. I was singing it on the way in, but and you know my voice is a little scratchy, it's a little sore. I had the flu for like 2 weeks, so I can't really sing it how I want to sing it. You know, I'm not really a singer, but you know what it is, right?
No.
So of course, you know, this is the time of year where I feel like we all need some coaching. We all need some direction, whether you're in a relationship or not in a relationship. Y'all know we always bring Coach Trev in the building because
absolutely.
I feel like everybody has questions. I feel like everybody's like, oh my God, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? And I feel like, you know, we need guidance, right?
Word.
Do you have any love questions that you have for yourself tonight?
I don't. I don't, but I'm here for the ride. When you said Trav and you said pull up, like, oh, it's going to be a great night.
Yes. And it is going to be a great night. I mean, because it just is.
No, it is. And I'm just trying to get my phone right because, like, people are already saying that they have things to say.
Oh, people want to chime in?
Yeah, they want to chime in.
Okay. You want to chime in. All right. Well, everybody, and Jeff, you ready? Everybody, please help me welcome to the virtual studio Coach Trev, everybody.
Virtual? Now he in the studio.
Oh, I said in the virtual studio. I mean, in the real studio. And the physical studio. Y'all, I'm tired. I'm tired, y'all. I'm tired.
And his kicks are very fresh.
I'm not here. I'm here virtually.
He's like,
I'm not really
you
here.
are not looking at me. No, he's in studio with us, and we're very happy that you're here, and we're very happy. Every time we see you, we know that we're going to get some jewels, some knowledge, some information, and it's always going to be a great thing. So thank you for doing this. It is the week of Valentine's Day, and so, of course, we need to talk about love. Because it's what makes the world go round.
Word.
And in this current climate, I think it's imperative that we focus on love because there's just a lot of unloving feelings out there that, you know, everybody is dealing with right now, right?
Word.
Right. So here's where I want to start. Here's the focus, right? I was having a conversation with an older gentleman somewhere around New Year's, and we were talking about Black love, and we were talking about the state of Black love right now. And in the course of our conversation, I was saying we are in a space and time where Black love is now a movement. Black love was either the norm or wasn't the norm. I feel like we've gone through phases, but I feel like right now Black love is a movement, and it's for those that need to push it. I feel like it's part of a revolution right now because there are so many people that are against it, including us. There are so many people that don't want it to happen, don't need it to happen. There are so many entities where they don't want to show Black love. They don't want to show Black families, even in marketing. And I feel like right now it's revolutionary for those who are in marriages and are in relationships and there is some African descent from both parties. I feel like we have a tall order, and I feel like we have an obligation to push this movement forward. So I want to know, Trev, what are your thoughts on that?
Excuse me. The first thing that came to my mind was just like anything else in the black community, I think a lot of things probably should start with some level of education. Meaning, instead of trying to throw darts at a wall to figure out how to increase our community financially, or throw darts at a wall, hopefully figuring out an answer to figure out how we can have more unity, relationship-wise, marriage-wise, if that's what it chooses to be in the community. Well, how do we get there? Everyone says we want to do it, but there's no drive to kind of learn or figure out how to do that.
My only interjection is no one is saying that they want to do it. I feel like that's the problem. I feel like that's the problem. I feel like we are in a day and age where every other podcast, because not mine and not Jason's, but every other podcast that you're seeing, there's this movement to be separate. There's a movement for a lot of middle-aged women and younger women to decenter men. Love is not the core. Love is not the answer anymore. Let's decenter men. Focus on yourself. Focus on your friendships. Because that's going to make you happier, right? So we're hearing that on certain podcasts and all up and down social media. And then other podcasts, it's, oh, well, I feel emasculated. Women aren't the same anymore. Their roles are different now. I don't want to do this anymore, right? Yeah. So I feel like a part of our problem is everyone's not saying that they want to do this anymore. And in fact, everybody is trying to do something different than what was the norm at one point. And I guess, like you said, we need to start with education, but how do we get back to that? How do we get back to it where people will start to want this again or need this again or recognize that it's a part of who we are and what we are supposed to do again?
So Wu-Tang Tiffy B. I think it's y'all fault.
Get on in here. Who's fault?
Y'all fault.
Who's y'all?
You and your homies.
Oh shoot. What
you want to know why it's you and your homies fault?
I'm listening.
Because y'all make being friends and galentining and girls' night out look so good. Because you said we're not showing it in the media anymore, right?
Right.
So that means that we're not posting enough. That means we should be posting. Trev, you better be posting your lady all the time, 24/7.
On Valentine's Day or any day?
Every day. Every day. Because we, the community, we're not posting the love. But know what's being posted? Them galentines and the girls' night out, that is a thing. And that's being posted. And it looks real good. And it looks like unification. And that looks like love amongst y'all, which it is, but not the love that you're talking about.
But you know what? I can't even argue with you. I cannot even argue that point. And you know why? Because as women, we will post our friends 80 times on our page, and whoever it is we're seeing will never see the light of day. No. It's just not going to happen. Hey girl, it's just not going to happen. And vice versa. The same with men. Men ain't willy-nilly to just post whoever it is they with on social media. So you're right. Everything is more about friendship and less about families nowadays.
Because it's too many snakes that want your love. It's the truth. You post up your boo.
Okay.
Watch how many extra friends. Everybody watch the extra followers he gonna have.
Yeah, everybody going. You're right.
Everybody has something to say. Where y'all was at? You're right. Word? No, was the food good? Instead of me just texting you like, yo, where should I go to eat?
Right.
Because you might have been there with him.
Right. No, you're right.
So now when the public knows, yo, that's what you put out there. Are you ready to really make it public? Even though you're living your life not in a shelter.
Yeah. Not in the shadows.
Not in the shadows. So, but it's like, yo, yeah, do you really want to put it out there?
Right.
You personally, me personally,
right.
Wu-Tang Tiffy B personally,
Right. So we know all the reasons why people aren't doing it, but the fact of the matter is, to Trev's point, nobody is wanting this anymore, and especially not publicly. Publicly, it's all about the defense. It's all about, no, because I'm not going to look stupid. I'm tired of getting played out. I'm not going to keep going around in circles. I don't know if this person It's seeing other people because, this, that, or more. So, yeah, we do need to start with education. But how do we get back to the point where people are saying, I want to be in love. I want to be in a relationship. I want to have that.
I think the influences are a lot different, and they're probably changing for the worse in the future. I mean, you think before our generation, they had Al Green, R&B, and then maybe our generation, we still had, R&B is still alive now, but I guess my point is with social media and things of that nature, I think younger kids, we're all affected by what we see, what we hear, and what we experience.
Yep.
And that's what makes us the people we are. That's what allows us to make the decisions we make, what we saw, what we heard, what we experienced growing up. I think a lot of the kids now, or even, not necessarily kids, but younger adults, all they see is chaos. Right. Either they see other people experiencing, like, oh, I got with this person and they broke my heart, or now, we're divorced. Either they're hearing about it, or they themselves hear it, and then they experience it themselves. So now they're 30-something, and they've given up completely. So I think with the influences that they see combined with their experience, because if you're living at all, chances are you're going to get your heart broken. Yeah. So that just reinforces everything they saw. They're like, oh, you know what? All men are dogs. They were saying it, and then this guy just proved it.
And it just happened to me.
I'm done with this shit.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's, and I feel like that's where we are right now. So it's like, I need Black love to be revolutionized. I need Black love. I need for us all to focus, for all who can, or all who will, or all who want the same things, right? I feel like we need to focus on this because Black love is really a movement, and it is a revolution, and we are fighting what the world doesn't want.
Why do you want Black love? Not necessarily you, but why does somebody want that? Like, I have an idea in my mind of why I'm in the union I am in, and I give it the attention I give it. It's probably like me growing up watching like the Cosby Show,
right?
And me not experiencing having both parents in the household, and my wife not experiencing both parents in the household. So by the time we meet each other and have our own experiences, there's a subtle mission within both of us that is separate. That says, I want to have a positive union with my kids, not for the kids, but I want to have a positive union that affects the kids, not that I'm together with my wife because of the kids shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think there's something that drives the decisions we make on a day-to-day basis in our relationship, but that's a motive, that's a reason for that, whether it's said or unsaid. But with everyone else, if you feel like you're good with your girlfriends, or I'm good with my homies, I got my girls on the side, if that's just meeting the need and there's no underlying, I want to do more than this, then there's nothing that's ever really going to change.
So is the toothpaste out of the tube? Is that something that we can go back to?
The toothpaste out of the tube. I like that.
Yeah. Is it out? Is the toothpaste out of the tube? And it's something that, are we able to go back to people willingly and outwardly saying, this is what I want. I want to be in love. I want to be in a relationship. I want partnership. I want to be in a marriage, or any of those things. Because like I said, we just clearly know it's the opposite right now. Trevor's shaking his head. No.
I don't think so. I think they saying it to get the draws quicker. I was watching this show the other day on everything. I'm watching this show. It was called Black Something. I think it's by OWN. Whoever's watching, we talked about it last night on the show.
Okay.
And the guy was like, I want to be intentional when it comes to having a relationship. Saying all those fancy words that y'all want to hear. Like, well, what is your plan? What is your 5-year plan? What is your 10-year goal? What is it? And he's saying this type of stuff on the first date. And I'm like, yo, you knew you was going to be on TV. Yeah. Matter of fact, your first interaction. So it's like, let me make sure I say all this right stuff to check off all the boxes to get in it quicker. I think dudes are planning to say all this stuff because we didn't grow up saying like all this on a first date.
No, we didn't have to.
But now since we got all these things, all these little social media tags, and they say, well, if they don't do this, like the social
everybody has a checklist.
It's the social media Bible that's making everything hard. And if you don't check all of this, a girl could send you something new every single day that she never thought about until she just started scrolling.
That's true.
And so conversations is harder now. So now you got to have a game prepared for those guys who prepare to make it better. And now it's all edited. When we see the Black love on TV, That's what it is.
So, yeah,
Tiffany, your thoughts.
A lot of the black love I see on TV to me is not even black love. Not at all.
So you think the toothpaste is out of the tube?
Yeah. Can't even squeeze it at the end.
What it was like growing up and what I saw.
What'd he say?
Open up the mic.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Which one?
3.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. When I think about black love and watching my Nana and my father's father, my grandfather on my daddy's side, that was love. I watched how she would just take good care of him. And nowadays, it's not that we can't take good care of him, but the men have to want to be taken care of from a loving place. And so if we want to take care of you, it's not because we want something from you. We just want to love. And so I read something the other day that said, and I think I put it in the group chat. It was something about women need to look for respect more than love.
Did you read it on your social media timeline?
I did.
Okay.
I did on Instagram.
That love Bible. That love Bible.
Listen,
all right.
that love Bible is something
No
else.
doubt. Just
And
trying to get
Instagram
out.
comes out with they got a whole lot of stuff.
Every day, all day. No doubt.
All day. But it's not the same. And then on top of that, when here's the thing. Something y'all said about what men say, if they want it or whatever. You can't put something out there and say you want something, then the women come and bring what you want, and then all of a sudden you say, no, I'm not ready. So when we hear the word intentional, stand on that.
No
Don't
doubt.
sit back and say, oh, well, you know what? No, now it's just not the time because of this. No, I did what you asked me to do. I did what you said. You said you needed A, B, C. I did A, B, C, and D. And so now here you come with, no, I'm not ready. I can't do this. Or this is what's happening. I can't. Nah. And after a while, you get tired of that. You get tired of it because now you've exhausted time. You might have exhausted money, but you exhausted emotions. You've exhausted your spirit. You've exhausted your mind. And then your mind start playing with you all day. Like, well, dang, do I need to do this? Should I do this? If I pull back, is it going to seem like I'm getting away from this? Your mind start playing with you all day based on somebody not being honest. That's a problem.
Okay. So for you, those are the reasons why we are where we are, where so many people are focused on friendship and not family, not community, not relationship anymore. Trev, you were shaking your head when I asked you the question. I said, is the toothpaste out of the tube? And you started shaking your head. I need your thoughts.
I see a lot of divorce. I see a whole lot of divorce. And I don't know if I necessarily, I understand it. And, I'm not, I can only speak from the male perspective, but the marketing for marriage to, let's say, black men, I don't know if the marketing budget probably needs to be increased. Because when you go, so I've heard people ask me like, Trev, like, do you like encourage men to get married? I'm like, hell no. Like, I'm not pushing some guy to get married. I don't know what you're going to end up with. I can speak to the marriage itself, but pushing somebody to get married, like, I don't know who you're going to end up with. Not saying that, a woman can't end up with a bad guy, but I've seen some guys end up with, they had all the good intentions, and they just end up with someone who just completely ruins their life. So, no, I don't encourage it. And I hear some people say, oh, well, if you, and trying to encourage men, if you get married, men who are married live, 5 years longer. I'm like, you telling that to a 40-something-year-old guy, you think he's like, you know what, I'm going to get married because I'm going to live he thinking 40 years out. He don't give a shit about 45 years from now. He's worried, what is he getting out of this right now? And I don't think, and with all the divorce happening, and you read all these statistics about women initiate divorce, 80% of the time, it's really not being sold as a job you want to take on when you can get these same benefits from not going through this whole hassle.
And I'm glad that you're going there because that is actually my next question. So, speaking of the group chat that Tiffany was talking about, there was something else that we saw on the Love Bible that Jason was referring to, the internet, social media, Instagram, where, hold on, I see Tashawn, you have a great point, and I'm going to come back and read that. The question is, are situationships killing intimacy in the African American community?
Damn.
Are situationships, like you said, I don't have to lock in and I don't have to be monogamous and I don't have to commit to this one person now because that's the world we live in. But are those same situationships not locking in, not creating, not having commitment?
Nah.
Is that killing intimacy in the African American community?
I don't think
not
it's killing.
sex.
Mm-hmm.
Because clearly that's still happening.
Mm-hmm.
But my question is it killing intimacy, genuine intimacy between, within a partnership in the African American community?
I don't think so.
No?
Because I'm like, you intimate and having an intimacy, like, you can have that with more than one person.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's stopping the intimacy. Maybe somebody doesn't know how to, let your hair down or just really enjoy the time being intimate with the person.
Mm-hmm.
And you could do that with multiple people if that's what you choose to do.
Can you, though?
You can. Because you make it pretend. You can make pretend all the time.
So, again,
You
it's not real, genuine intimacy if it's pretend.
No, you could really just, because you're playing a role. Just like, say, if you want to play a role having sex, you playing a role and you get more into it.
Okay.
So you're playing a role like, yo, man, let me put my arm around her. Let me hold her hand. You could do all those intimate type things, and you don't have to be in love or in a committed relationship. It's a good thing to do, a good practice, a good exercise.
Is there vulnerability? Is there?
You can. That's hard. So if you, but you could do it with more than one person.
Can you?
You can.
I'm not dating multiple people.
You
and
a good
I'm
woman.
Vulnerable with all of them.
Wait. Say that again.
You're a good woman.
Okay.
I'm saying you can do it. You can't, I've been with women like, you was just with that dude, and now you with me, and now we watching Love Jones. We should not be watching Love Jones. You made me turkey chops, baked macaroni and cheese, and we're holding hands.
Yes, but okay.
But you just made him vegan lasagna. This is real.
I get it. I get what you're saying.
But we were loving, we were holding, kissing in the mouth.
But from Wednesday to Thursday, right? So if you have a roster, if you have a lineup, right, which you should, but if you have a roster, hey, y'all, listen, y'all already know how I feel about that. You should. I don't believe in dating one person at a time. I don't believe in putting my application into one job at a time and sitting around waiting for it. But anyway, if you have a roster, but again, I'm not saying that I do that because my goal is just to have all of these people. My goal is to narrow it down so I can get to one person,
no
right?
doubt.
And then eventually we can start to actually be in relationship with one another and then get to all the vulnerability and all that stuff. I'm not being vulnerable, though, with every single last person that I'm dating. So to be honest with you, I feel like for people that turn dating into situationships and never turn dating into actual relationships, I think it does kind of kill intimacy for us. I think something is missing. I think the connection is missing.
Absolutely. That last part just hit me.
Because there's a part of you that you're going to always hold on to because it's like, that's not my man or that's not my girl.
Girl, can I just
some people don't know
for a second?
Some people don't know the splash get better when she thinks it's just you and it's just the two of y'all.
But that creates more intimacy.
It does. So if we want to further the reason why, all right, the splash is better when the intimacy is more. Y'all splash better. Y'all don't splash better?
I cannot stand you.
The splash is better. Okay. The arguments might be more too.
Okay.
But the splash is better when y'all get vulnerable. When y'all with each other like that. Right. It's like that.
Okay. I'm going to read what Tashawn said in the comments. He said, Black love has been historically impaired in America. Generations over generations of Black people can say that they want an old school love or back in the day love, but not many can point to relationships in their own family history that they would want to mirror. That's why we call up the Huxtables or Ruby Dee and Ozzie Davis. Even when we speak about our grandparents, we're talking about the elderly version of these people. Damn. We have no idea how 25-year-old Edith and William were running around. That was what he said.
That's right.
Huh?
I said Tashawn. I said that was hard.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. But again, that's all a part of the toothpaste is out of the tube. And we can't put it back in. So I want your thought, Tiffany, on our situationships killing intimacy.
I think they are. A part of me thinks they are, and then there's a part of me that thinks they're not.
Okay.
Because a situationship is a situationship. So at the end of the day, who wants that? Because it's almost like there's constant blurred lines. There's blurred lines.
There's constant confusion.
Is it going to be this? Is it going to be that? And I'm going to be honest with you. I personally don't do gray areas. I'm either black or white. So when there's a shade of gray going somewhere, somebody's going to be cloudy in their mind. They're going to start creating narratives that don't exist because of this situationship. I think situationships shouldn't even happen. You either are or you not. And even if you are, like you said with the roster, be clear on what your intent is while playing that part.
Yeah, that's dating. That again, that's the interviewing process. It's literally having a roster is literally the interviewing process. It's not the goal. You're not supposed to stay seeing 4 or 5 people. You are supposed to narrow that down. You're not supposed to be sleeping with everybody. You ain't supposed to be hanging with everybody. You shouldn't be staying the night with everybody. You shouldn't be doing all of that. You are literally interviewing to see, let me get in enough time with you so I can see if this is a go or if it's not. And then if it's not, move on with your life.
So what happens if let's take 3 to 5 guys, right? You got 3 to 5 guys taking you out, yada, yada, yada. And all of them are doing exactly what you need. How do you narrow it down?
All of them can't be doing exactly what you need. That's like when you put your application in at a job and you saying, this job offers this benefits, that job offers those benefits, this job offers this benefits. This job here, I can work from home, but this job, I got to come in the office 2 days a week. This job here, I'm making more money. This one, I ain't making more money, but I got more freedom and work-life balance. This job, you understand what I'm saying? So when it comes to dating, each person you're going to have benefits with, but which one of those benefits are more priority to you? You know what I mean? The same way you would choose a job. So if you had 3 good job offers, you should be saying to yourself, okay, what's important to me now? Do I have a small child where I need to be home more? Do I need to just make more money because it's grind season for me? Do I need more work-life balance because I got to do a show like this and I need to be able to be home or just work from anywhere in the world because I like to travel? So it's like, no 3 men are going to offer you the same thing, the same way no 3 jobs are going to offer you the same thing. What is priority to you at that particular time? You know? So I don't know. I don't like situationships either, but you know, that's my thing. Trev, what's your thoughts on situationships killing intimacy in our community?
What some people look at as confusion, other people may look at as freedom. You know, so when you're speaking, I hear 2 women speaking, which it doesn't mean that some guys wouldn't share the same opinion that you guys just had, but some men would look at that and say, I actually like situationships. I like the freedom to be able to move about how I want and not have to be tied down. I do love these 2 women, but I don't want to have to decide. Yeah. And technically, there's no rule book that says they have to decide. So the big issue when it comes to like someone treating this like a job, they should, because you and I always just share that opinion for sure, but I just thought maybe they should treat it more like a career, meaning the job thing is like you're paying attention to the 5 people on your list and you try to figure out how to narrow it down. I would argue that most people haven't really sat and thought to themselves what narrowing it down looks like specifically for them, not based on the social media Bible that says, oh, well, you should have a man or
right, the checklist.
That's not like you've spent 30 years on this planet. Why don't you go to a therapist, get 10 sessions, and just try to figure out, like, why do I think this way? Who did I see doing this that makes me believe that I can't do this or I should be doing this? And, like, by the time you start having the lineup, it's easier to decipher, like you said, who matches what, because I agree with you, they all don't match. They may seem like they all match if you don't know exactly what you're looking for. When you know what you're looking for, you're like,
what's priority?
Yep. You got another week or 2 before you figure it out. You stick around. You know what I mean? Like you're more clear. But it's the same thing when you go to a grocery store. If you go to a grocery store without a list, you coming out with some shit you did not need.
Right.
But if you go in with a list, you might grab one extra thing, but you're coming out with exactly what you said you wanted. Unless they don't have it there, then you go to another store. You don't say, well, they don't got what I want, I'm going to just get this. Yeah. You ain't that desperate, go to another store.
Message.
Yeah. I feel like, and to both of your points, Jason and Trev's point, it could be clarity because people don't want to be in that committed monogamous relationship that we were taught that we are supposed to have. I just feel like being with so many different people, it has to kill intimacy. You're not vulnerable with everybody. You're not going to be vulnerable with everybody. You don't trust everybody like that. You're not going to let them in. And so it's as long as we got situationships and as long as you got this one with this one and it's not dating, this is the goal for them. You're never going to see who that person is. You're never going to be able to express yourself because like you said, even between two different people, you're probably not even the same person with this person and that person. You're two completely different people. When are you ever going to really be able to be yourself where you can be truly intimate and allow the person to really see who you are?
I was just going to say, if you have two different people, and to Jason's point, if you feel that you're intimate with both of them, your intimacy with this one doesn't interfere with the intimacy of that one. Like, it's a different connection, so but one exists without the other. It's not like my intimacy with this person takes away. Well, you can argue that it takes away from it because you're not giving your full attention, but at the same time, there's a completely different connection. So you may be a completely different person with one person versus the other person because an apple and an orange in a smoothie makes a different flavor than an apple and a banana. Yeah. But I'm still the apple. That's still the banana, whatever it is.
Yeah. It's different. It's very different. It's very different and different depths. And so I don't know. I don't like it. Like I said, I don't like it. Dating and having a roster is very different from now you just a serial dater and now we just want to make situationships the goal and that was never supposed to be the goal.
Y'all stop being serial eaters out there. Everybody they hungry. You hungry? I'm gonna take you out to eat. You always want to eat. And just because he offering a meal doesn't mean you need to go out with him.
Well, there's that. And I'm glad you use that because I'm going to use that as a segue. Why are we preaching? Because, okay, all of us, we talk about the Love Bible, which is now social media, right? Which is insane because we're from a generation well before the internet and we're supposed to know better, right? But now that it is considered the Love Bible where everybody's getting their information from, why is love so transactional now? It's love has now become more transaction, less relational.
Because them neon lights.
Right. I mean, it look good.
It look good. You got to get the neon lights. If you taking it to a restaurant, you got to check in now. You got to post where you were. You got to take the picture with the neon lights.
I'm not posting any of that.
You're not. Doesn't mean you're not there. It doesn't mean you're not there.
Right. I went.
Yeah, but that's why. Like, everybody wants that keep up. You got to have to keep up, and it costs to keep up.
What was the question?
Transaction. Why are we preaching for love to be strictly transactional and less relational?
I think because the failure or the downfalls or the pitfalls are mostly highlighted, even in our music. Like, it's most music is about it going wrong. Your heart broke or something. Come back. Well, what's Kalani's song? Folded clothes. It's
folded.
I want you back. We broke up. I want you. So my point is, all the negative is highlighted. So when you know something is negative going into it, you're kind of like, I got to make sure I'm taken care of. Like, I need
you're on the defense.
I'm on the defense.
What can I get out of this?
I need mine because I'm not.
Nice picture.
I'm not going to get out of this. I'm not going to come out losing. Like they say.
Yeah, I'm leaving here with something.
I'm leaving here with something.
I'm leaving here with something. Basically.
Girl, I went there too.
I'm leaving there with something.
Say less. That's Pick one. Brooklyn Chop House. Pick one. Chart House. Pick one. Yeah, I was at all of them. That's what y'all was. That's what y'all want to be.
God. Okay. Go ahead, Tiffany. Your thoughts. Why are we so transactional at this point and less relational?
Oh boy.
While you thinking about it, Samaj said black love needs a reset. You know what?
I agree.
Yes, we do. Again, We have established that we cannot put the toothpaste back in the tube. But yes, if we could find some sort of reset, then yes, we need one. Tashawn said self-awareness is key. Self-regulation is key. Earnest communication is a key. It's not just a matter of the circumstance of dating. Todd Smith says situationships are not meant to be a goal. I thought they were something you found yourself involved in. How can you focus on so many if you're trying to be serious? Blame it on the alcohol. He said. Yes, and I completely agree. I completely agree with everything. But yeah, why are we so transactional now?
I think it's out of fear.
Yeah,
it's
I
really
agree.
out of fear, and it's to be guarded.
Mm-hmm.
It's a defense mechanism.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you put this wall up and you don't let your heart get touched, you won't have to worry about any kind of emotions flowing after that.
Yeah.
I know somebody like that right now, that it at the end of the day refuses or finds reasons to not literally and people do
connect with somebody else
on purpose, and will use justifiable reasons, and I won't say excuses, but use justifiable reasons just so that they don't have to put their guard down because of previous trauma.
But that's everybody.
It's everybody.
That's all of us at this point.
But here's the thing too, Toya, me, you, Jay, Trev, we're not whoever y'all was with before. We're not them.
Right.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? So at the
That's
end of
how
the
I was
day,
with 'em before.
But this is when people become transactional.
I'm a new man.
Oh shoot! Yeah, let's. Amen.
My bad.
I'm not
Amen.
doing this with y'all.
At the end of the day, I think that it's there's previous history of getting hurt over and over and over and over and over, and how many times, whether it's the same person or you get with somebody else and then they have the same characteristic or same personality of the person that you thought you left behind, and you just have these repeated patterns, not realizing, but you're giving them these chances, and they come with, here we go again, this mask of being everything that you think they're going to be, and then you find out by the time you put your guard down, get your heart into it, then you find out that they're a wolf in sheep clothing. So people are transactional because they don't want to get hurt anymore, and then they end up having let me see if I get these letters right, IDGAF attitude behind it. Like about people.
Yeah, for real. I think
that was smooth.
Yeah.
Like, yo.
I before E.
Right. Let me make sure. Do I put the G before the D? But they just don't care what they go into. And then again, even though we got the Love Bible, that social media can also be a tainted tool.
And it is because even the Love Bible isn't preaching love.
Right.
It is preaching selfishness. It is telling everybody to be on a defense. It is telling everybody to live in silos. It is telling everybody to focus on everything except for genuine love.
Toya, and it also teaches retaliation.
That clap back.
It teaches retaliation.
Okay.
It teaches people, if you get upset, you go ahead and let them know this, that. You know what, girl? It's okay to go ahead and bust out his windows. They have these videos doing this.
I mean, I've done it. But my point is that but that was the old me. You know what I'm saying?
The old you.
I've learned a lot.
You've been
I have
delivered.
been delivered. You know what I mean? That was back in the day. Yeah.
I'm keeping my head on the swivel just in case she catch a flashback of somebody. She done bust a few noses before.
I'm not the same. Yeah, but I'm not the same
we said that before.
person.
We said that
yeah,
already?
we said that.
We said that.
Yeah.
Just
I
wanna
mean,
make
it's more
sure.
like black.
Yeah,
but,
I mean.
but the point is that I'm not the same person anymore. I have grown and I have learned to not act out that way. So you're right. Like you are 100% right.
As much as it teaches love and teaches you how to get your heart right, get your head in the right space, and do all of this, it also teaches you how to be nasty and retaliate. And people go ahead and use that, like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get this. You see how they got away with this? I'm gonna do the same thing.
Let me tell you why. There's a lot of people that's probably not gonna like what I'm about to say, and I don't even, y'all know I don't care. Here's one of the reasons why I don't like this whole feminist movement thing.
Same.
And here's one of the reasons why I don't like this whole decentering men, focus on your friends thing. And I get
You know who you got to the right of you, right?
what?
You got the whole ladies first movement. It be her, Queen Latifah, Moni Love, all of them. I'm not invited, so I'm hating.
But that ain't her. But that's not her. That's not her.
Yep.
So one of the reasons why I don't like all of that, and one of the reasons why I can't get on my man hating stuff, I don't care if I'm on this show or real life and all these things. I have 2 sons. I have 2 grown sons. And most of the stuff that I see on social media for women on how women are supposed to treat men, I start thinking about if somebody treated one of my boys that's genuine in heart and really caring about somebody, if you did this to one of my, because they will always be my babies or my children, I would be like, wait, what? No. You're not coming out the gate automatically mistreating him just because this, that, or the other, which is why I can't do it to somebody else's son, and I wouldn't want somebody to do it to mine. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it's like when I start looking at all of this advice that's out there in social media world, I'm always like, okay, that's somebody's daughter, that's somebody's son, and would you want that for yours? I can't even say would you want that for your mother, because everybody don't have the best relationships with their moms, or would you want that for your father? Everybody don't have the best relationship with their dads. So for something that you created, would you want that for your son, or would you want that for your daughter? Would you want somebody to treat them this way based off of whatever society's new norms is telling you that that's how it's supposed to be? And 9 times out of 10, the answer to that is no, you wouldn't. You wouldn't want somebody to say, for all the men that are on these podcasts that's like, oh, nah, we not doing this for women, da-da-da-da. Okay, have daughters.
Right.
Have daughters. Have daughters, and you know that your daughter is doing all the things that she's supposed to do, and she still run into said man that's like, nah, I've been taught all my life that you're supposed to treat women like this or do that. No, they're wrong. They're wrong. And that's why this whole transactional thing. I have a son that just graduated college. I will be damned if he go out on a date with somebody and he gotta now pay for her nails in order for them to go on a date. Everything in me would just be like, what? Or listen, he's 23. Maybe she has a child already. He need to find a sitter, or he need to buy food for her, all her kids, and her this, that, or the other, because he asked her out on a date, this, that, other. No. A date is literally an interview process, and y'all just trying to figure out if y'all got some kind of chemistry, this, that, or the other. He does not have to come out the gate with you as a responsibility and taking care of you. So no. So when I hear grown-ass women say stuff like this, I'm like, no, that man don't owe you this, and no, he don't gotta. And I know people are gonna get on me for this too. And I've been on these kind of dates myself, but it ain't because I asked for it or required it. He don't gotta spend $500 to $600 on you for the first date because he gotta impress you in order to go out. Y'all don't know if y'all have chemistry yet.
So I 100% feel you. Not on date 1, but on date 15, it's gonna be transactional. If you want to keep it, if you want to keep it flowing, you got to have that money going. Like, it's real. I got Mod on the check-in, $500,000 Mod talking about, we are transactional. Everything we learned about relationships was passed down. We are not creating nothing new. We are trying to replicate with others to say what you're supposed to do. We've been doing this for years. You got to pay to play. It's what it is. You have to pay to play.
I agree. There is some sort of transaction involved, especially when you're in relationship with somebody. But everything now is on the surface. Everything now is monetary. It's not transaction where he's the one that's going out to work, so I'm the one that's at home cooking, or whatever traditional gender roles are, right? If you subscribe to that, I mean, if you do or you don't. But he's doing this, so I'm doing that. She's doing that, so I'm doing that. So yeah, there's a give and a take. There's a push and a pull. There's an ebb and a flow in a relationship. But now it's literally, no, do my hair, buy my nails, or you need to put out right now, or even men are requiring, well, what are you bringing to the table? That whole thing, right?
Know what I like?
So,
I like when you talking, because you use your hands, right? And I love it. And it's not enough people using their hands. If you use your hands to cook, if you use your hands to rub her feet, if you use your hands to rub his head, rub his back, rub her back, give her a massage. Do them little things with your hands. That transaction. You can do that instead of just having a monetary type of transaction. And it's not enough people using their hands.
Sometimes you be starting off all the way to the left, but you
Yo,
got
I be here though. I be here.
Like,
wax on, wax off. That's a good thing to do too with it. With your hands. Wax on, wax off with it. I'm trying to tell you. Splashing.
Right. Yusuf said old school give and take. Exactly.
Word.
And that's the transactional that like Samad is talking about. That's what we learned.
Yeah.
No, we didn't learn all of this. You got to buy
your flowers on the first date. We learned that stuff. Take it somewhere nice on the first date.
But not what's going on now. We ain't talking about flowers and somewhere nice. We talking about trips. We talking about you got to go out your way. You got to give this person $500, $600. You got to do this, and that's not just for women.
You know something.
And that's not just for women.
I think also social media and the presence of media itself, I think it's taken away a lot of the surprise that was once in the shadows in the 90s, where I could do something and where am I going to broadcast to the world that I did this? So why would I know anything about lighting 30 different candles with different colors in the room? Like, everybody's seen that viral TikTok thing with this romantic idea.
Yeah.
So women are not surprised. Men don't even have a clue what to do because it's all.
There's no authenticity.
There's no secret sauce. The
there's
secret
no
sauce
nothing
is on the Bible. Everybody sees
Yeah.
it. So there's no element of originality. Even if you are being original, they're like, man, he just got that from TikTok. Meanwhile, he doesn't even have TikTok.
Right.
So a lot has changed that affects us, and we won't necessarily understand it till 50 years later, and we're like, wow. Like
you look back on it.
We screwed that up.
Yeah.
Like, a lot.
And we did screw it up. We completely screwed it up. What'd you say, Tiff?
A lot of this music is outlandish also. They encourage this in their music. And then we blast this going blast it hard.
Jasmine,
give me an example.
So okay, I'm gonna give you an example. So I love like old school stuff, right? So I love the Spinners and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So that love ballad, LTD, that'll put me in like a whole lovey-dovey mood. You miss those kind of the treatment, the songs that encourage getting together, loving on your champagne, try again.
Now some of y'all was talking reckless now back in the day too.
Because of stuff that y'all
well.
But at the end of the day,
Teddy was Trey Songz. To me.
Take him on.
That's Trey.
I said Teddy was Trey Songz.
He was.
Oh man, but
Trey
then when
Songz.
you look at the music now, everything is like, you don't need no man for this.
Yeah.
You forget him.
Or you don't need women either.
Right.
I mean,
who wins that battle? If we don't need each other, like, are men happier without?
Can you say that louder for the people in the back?
I mean, it's a genuine question. Who wins the battle? Are women happier alone and just in situationships, or are men generally happier alone in situationships?
Everybody thinks they're happier alone now, and that is my point. And that is the whole point of this discussion, is the fact that we are now here, and I am trying to be all about this Black love as a movement thing, and this needs to be revolutionized. We really need to, like, I'm focused on this, right? And you all know that this is now a commitment for me, and it's a commitment for me because, I have been outwardly talking about this for years at this point. I have had all of the events. We have asked all the questions from men, from women, speed dating, trying to get people together, discussions trying to get people together. Men, just flat out, just tell us what you want us to know. Women, flat out, tell men what you need to know. I have discussed this backwards and forwards and in and out and all the things at this point. I feel like I'm committed to trying to find some sort of solution and trying to make this a revolution. However, this ain't an easy fight.
It ain't.
This is not an easy fight because I feel like on a daily basis, we are getting more and more, we are growing more and more apart. And yes, Yusef, I hear what you're saying. The feminist movement started this, that, and the other. And I think we're at the point now where it's no matter who started what can we do now? So for all the like-minded individuals, for all those that are secretly saying, yeah, it's messed up now. Okay, what can we do about it? Yes, we're talking about it. And yes, you know, we have platforms like this where the conversation can get started, but what can we do about it now? Let's put some action. Let's stop talking. We need to put something in action. Are we committed to this revolution? Are we committed to this movement or not? And if so, we got to live like it. If so, we got to do what we're supposed to do. We got to make decisions for our own lives that are going to affect us as a culture and affect us as a people, and so the next generation can see these examples. I feel like they better off than us than we are anyway, and I feel like we're the screwed up generation. But you know, we still can. I feel like we don't have much time left, but I feel like we have a little bit of opportunity to try to turn some things around before it's completely lost.
I hope
Word.
so, Toya.
I'm with you.
Yeah, Trev said it's a wrap.
Look, you said it's a wrap.
Yusef always says it's a wrap.
Generally, I mean, don't get me wrong. There's going to be a percentage of people that find love and win, but just like in anything, there's going to be people that don't win. If whatever you call winning, if you know, it is what it is. I think AI is going to kind of change even more how we interact with each other. I think it's going to be super lost art of meeting people and having some organic explosion of, you know, inside of a first interaction.
I mean, we're there.
I think, yo,
we're already there.
It's crazy you saying with the AI and all that. I'm gonna blame the general. You know, happy birthday to him and everything. Because when he had like the sip and slow jams, he was bringing back the slow dance. And the slow dance, when you gripping her butt and you talking greasy in her ear and y'all are caressing and your bodies are next to each other and y'all are forced to have that intimacy. It ain't enough of that going on. Y'all want some game? Y'all look, give y'all a little bit about what I do. Go home. When you at home with your wife, home with your girl, the guy, when y'all together. Don't go outside. Don't go on that date. Turn them lights off. We talking about the Teddy P.
Stay in the house. Okay?
Yeah, stay in that crib, right?
I mean,
if you want to light them candles, you can light them candles. Do what you got to do. If you like them those drinks, get the drinks and everything, right? YouTube. You want to DJ if you can't afford the general.
Okay.
Happy birthday one more time.
Okay.
Then, yo, get on YouTube. Got a screen just like this. And you could put on 90 slow jams.
Absolutely.
You could put on 2000, whatever year that you want. Put them slow jams on.
Right.
And now, if you want to get a little strobe light, get a strobe light. Go to a little party store, put one of them. Make your own club kitchen. Make your club kitchen. I'm giving y'all game.
Okay.
Look, this is what y'all could do.
This is what y'all do.
And y'all dance with each other. If you can't dance,
that's extremely
if you can't
intimate.
dance, you could slow dance.
That's
with each other.
extremely intimate. That's extremely intimate.
And you got the DJ right there. Like, feel that heartbeat. Feel that breath. Like, come on. Like,
And
do
you're right-
something.
and-
Slow it down a little bit. Y'all be speeding too much. Do not have your phone and record it.
Right.
Put your phone down.
Right.
Don't pick up the phone. Don't go live. Don't do none of that. Put that on the side and enjoy yourself. Look good when y'all do it. Ladies, put that little nice thing on. Fellas, put that thing on. Whatever she
And
look
smell
good,
good,
smell.
ladies.
There you go. Do that. Slow it down a little bit.
I just want to add one thing to that YouTube thing. Make sure you got like a subscription, because
there you go.
There's nothing worse than
That
you getting
commercial.
right into that commercial.
That commercial, come
What?
on and mess
then
up
you gotta
Who
get-
bumped the table? Yo, chill. Stop bumping the table.
Them commercials. Oh my God. Bro.
Yes,
Like,
get that
no.
premium.
You gotta get the premium.
Get that premium.
Right. No, but I 100% agree with you, because now you have people arguing in DMs.
They did.
Like you've never met before, or you only met one time, and you feel like you are now in relation with this person, and you guys are only talking via DM. That is not a relationship.
Nope.
That is not a really, and especially for people in our age group, you 40 plus, you 50 plus, and all y'all are doing is DMing or texting each other. No, y'all are not
That's
pen
love.
pals.
That's love.
That's not love.
They double tapped.
No, it's not. Yep, they double tapped. They swiped right or left or whatever them dating things are, and the fact of the matter is that now all of a sudden, no. We need connection, and that's something that one of you said. Community is lost. Connection is lost.
Word.
And so for us as a people, we don't host anymore. We don't have cookouts
Talk about
anymore.
Norm would have the joint, and they would be banging, they'd be fire.
Right. We don't have the cookouts anymore. We don't have people just frying fish on a Friday night and people stopping over anymore. We don't have that kind of connection and community anymore, because when you were there, it was one-on-one. It was physical touch, and you seeing how a person smile or smelling them or seeing what their face does. When you all of that is lost because you're doing stuff online, you're doing stuff via text message, and you're not having that connection anymore, that physical connection, and you're not relating to them because you're not even in person with them anymore. So how are you having this relationship and there's nothing for you to even relate to other than some words on the screen? So not only do we need to figure out if black love is even an option anymore for certain generations, but just connection and community has to come back too. And shout out to I have some friends that do that. Shout out to Lance and Tasha. They still do that, and I commend them for that all the time. They have one of the houses that are like old school houses where them two, they'll go to bed and you'll still be out in their garage or out in their backyard or in their basement still partying, and their house is open like that. People don't have that anymore. You don't go to people's houses and their houses are open like that anymore. It's like, well, what are you? First of all, you didn't call before you showed up. That's number one. Number two, time to get out. Number three, I ain't doing this often. People don't even know how to host anymore. Hosting is an art. People are still like, you didn't bring potato chips, so you can't come over. You can't. Like, we are so selfish and this living in silos, and then we wonder why we are having as many issues as we're having in our communities, and it's insane to me. Yeah. It's insane to me. It's like we got to start going back and doing some of the stuff. Everything wasn't right that our parents and grandparents did, but we need to start picking out the parts that were right, and we need to implement that in our lives now. So, Trev, Valentine's Day is Friday. I need for you. I'm sorry, Saturday. See, I don't even know. I don't know either. Saturday, right? A piece of advice for those in relationships and a piece of advice for single folks. What you got?
I would say for the single folks, there's enough information online that tells you that your thoughts create things. Like if you focus on something, you can get it. You've probably done it at your job. You said you were going to get this promotion, or you said you were going to become this nurse, and you kept that thought in your mind. So then your brain kind of found throughout the next 3 years how to get yourself through nursing school or how to do whatever. And we have all these ideas that our thoughts can create the life that we want, but nobody applies it to their love life. Mm-hmm. And so people go Valentine's Day after Valentine's Day feeling unsuccessful at love and not really saying to themselves or making a decision similar to the decision they would make if they want to get a promotion at their job or increase their income by $100,000. They would set a goal. They would write it down. They would try to figure out, what parts of their habits that are holding them back, not just assuming that it's the world that's, giving them bad luck. So the single person, you can actually change your life just like anything else, but it's going to take a little bit more intentional effort. Yeah. And it's not just about dating. I think you'll end up being successful by learning yourself, learning who you are. By the time you meet that person, you'll be wondering, like, damn, how did we get engaged so quickly? It's because you did half the work before you met them. And the people that are in relationships, because I'm seeing a lot of divorce around me, find a reason for why you're in that relationship. Like, if you don't have, and your reason has to be outside of your spouse. Like, it has shit to do with them. Like, why are you in this relationship? Why do you want a successful relationship? It has nothing to do with them. And then that's your north star. Yeah. The purpose of a relationship, based on Pastor Miles Monroe, he said, marriage is anticipating someone's need and meeting it before they need it. And marriage is doing that for life. So before you kind of start going down the path of letting the demons of negative thoughts kind of convince you that you're in the wrong relationship, ask yourself, am I really meeting my partner's needs? Do I even know what they are? Because they've probably changed in year 3, year 5, year 7. So before you give up on it, like really ask yourself, why am I here? Because I'm going to tell you this, and I love this Usher song, Throwback. He talks about in the song about how, damn, if I had known the words that I was saying to you was going to cause this, I wish I could take it back. Like, I wish I could start over. It's too late. She's gone. Yeah. You know, so I know a lot of people that, one last thing. I'm not going to say anything specific, but there's a few people I know that I've known for 20 plus years, and we talk now about decisions they made in relationships 20 years ago, and you can hear the regret in their voice, and you're like, damn, what if you knew that back then? Like, you may have been in that relationship that you say now you miss, but I have that case study now because I'm old enough to see people in the decisions that we make. So there's no such thing as bad luck. Well, there's such thing as bad luck, but just know that your decisions right now are creating the future. There's no such thing like, oh, if it's meant to be, that you can say that after it's happened, but when it's in the moment, it's not. There's no meant to be. It's whatever decision you make is what it's going to be. It's not like it's some destined thing. You get a chance to pick which direction when you come to that fork in the road. But just know, 20 years later, like the person I just talked about, you're going to look back and say, damn, I got that right. And so I'm happy that I look back at my marriage now and I say I got that right. And I look forward. In my mind, I say I want to say this another 13 years from now and say, yeah, I got that right. But there's a motive. There's something pushing me to kind of want to do better. Yeah. I don't think people have that motive, so find it.
Find the motive to do better. I like that. I like that. Wow. Jason, final thoughts.
What up? Final thoughts on what?
On love. I mean, you know, Valentine's Day is Saturday. What's your thoughts?
Y'all better
advice?
get her something. Get her something. Something. Do not if you like her. Show that you like her. Get her something. Cards, candy. Do not wait for the 15th. You're not going to win on the 15th.
I saw something to your point. I saw something where the guy was saying, you know, buying all that stuff and doing all of that stuff is stupid. And he was like, why can't we be stupid for love? We're stupid for love any other time. So we just don't want to be stupid for love on this particular day. Be stupid for love. Go buy the stupid candy. Go plan the stupid dinner. Go buy the stupid gift. Be stupid for love on that day too.
Go to brunch.
Or go to brunch.
Because I'm because at nighttime it's gonna be a lot of congestion.
Right.
If I were you and it's on a Saturday, take it to a brunch later on that night. I already done gave y'all the tip to how you get your little club kitchen going on, club living room, get that going. But take it to brunch, get it all the mimosas, get a little groovy. By the time it's 7 o'clock, it's dark outside. Now y'all feeling like it's real late. And then, get some good rest and all that stuff. But yeah,
that's a good idea. That's a good idea.
Bam.
Tiff, final thoughts.
Final thoughts.
What's your final thought?
Don't be. What I'm learning is that as afraid as you may be when it comes to love, don't be afraid to put your guard down because every person is different.
Okay.
And be open. Be open-minded. Don't be so closed-minded because of what you went through in the previous relationship. I had to have somebody check me the other day.
They checked you?
Yesterday. Can you believe that?
Wu-Tang Tiffy B checking you?
Yeah. I mean, took my stinger right out and checked me and said, you got to understand, this is not a previous situation. Don't treat it like that.
All right. I'm with you. My final thoughts of the evening. First of all, thank you all for being here today and, continuing this conversation. And a part of me being here today and continuing this conversation is because it's a sinking ship, but I'm committed. It's a sinking ship for our generation, and I watch it every day, and I hear it every day. And I even have my own whatevers within it on a daily basis. But I am really, truly committed because I feel like I see the bigger picture, and I see how much nobody wants this. Nobody wants, black love. Nobody wants black men and black women to get together. And unfortunately, we are now drinking the Kool-Aid ourselves. And I see that there is a bigger problem. It's a bigger issue. And I'm committed to it. I'm committed to the revolution. I'm committed to the movement, and I'm gonna try to figure it out in my own life personally, and for all of those around me. Y'all know I'm not the friend that be like, nah, screw them because I'd be like, well, what you do? Well, what did you do? Like, let's not be completely unreasonable here. Let's not just try to jump from this person to that person because there's always going to be something with somebody. You know what I mean? And so, and I feel like I'm committed to try to get people together, keep people together, find somebody myself, hell, and all the things. I'm committed to all of it. So, you know, salute to love and all of those things, and I'm here for it.
Let's do something live one day, like a small group. Let me get a PowerPoint. Let's start teaching people. See if we could kind of shift them in a little direction. Bang. It could be free. You know what I mean? Short time, but give them something that they could think about. Because I think if they could start thinking differently, things might change. But it's hard to tell them to just do this without explaining details of why.
So basically, you're saying call you tomorrow when I'm supposed to be working at work? That's what you just said to me, because that's what I heard. You know what I mean? I heard this is a conversation. We are going to delve into it. We're going to map this out, and we're going to implement this by the spring.
Boom.
Done. On that note, thank you so much, Trevor, for being here. I love when you're here. And now we got a whole, not only is it now a discussion piece, now we're putting it into action because Trev just said we are. So I'm happy that we're doing this. I am committed to it. I thank you both. Y'all know y'all are my people. Shout out to Queen B she's on the mend right now, but she'll be back. And let's take us away. It's 8:12. We got to go check out DJ Storm Norm. His birthday was yesterday. Shout out to him. Happy birthday to the general, as Jason's always saying. And God willing, I'll be back here next week, same time, same place, different show. And committed to love still, no matter what. So
keep it cold.
Good night, everybody. Jeff, take us away. Hopefully y'all got something from this. Take us away.